We are back. Happy Sunday, happy fun day. How are you guys doing? Y'all, this is crazy. There is a huge fight going on. Five of Wands. This involves a woman. This is a female, especially if you are a female as well. There's a huge fight going on with someone. They are quite literally out of control with the Chariot and the Nine of Cups coming out in the reverse. This involves a huge fight with a female who got disillusioned by you. This person is so angry and frustrated that people have had a third eye chakra awakening around them. People are aware that this person is a big loser. They're aware that this person has been duplicitous. They're aware that this person has been trying to do something to obstruct your human and civil rights. This is a huge awakening. People are becoming so aware of this woman who has been a trickster. They have been trying to be a con artist. They have been like a fake high priestess. They have been using and abusing. They have been literally lying. And everyone, this person, I'm hearing you shut it down. Quite literally, you shut it down. You shut their businesses down. You shut their life down. I'm hearing you are ruining people's lives. You ruined their career. Something where they were trying to trick someone. They were in a Ponzi scheme. They were a con artist. And you brought light to this woman who has been just projecting an image. We have the shapeshifter coming out in the shadow aspect. This person has been quite literally just projecting an image. They have not been authentic whatsoever. This person has only had a personal agenda that served them. And now that the truth is out, there's like this huge fight with this person. I'm getting that they did not expect the truth to come out. They were not expecting you to disillusion them. This person is so pissed off. Whoever this is, now that people are awakened to them, they realize that you were like a warrior. They realize that you were the one that stayed strong, because there has been a woman who has been attacking you, fighting you, like literally causing so much chaos because they have literally just been obsessed. Like, people are starting to awaken to these people who have been out of control. Especially somebody was fighting you because of a man. We have divine masculine energy. Somebody was fighting you because of a man, because of your beauty. There is a woman who has been quite literally ended because the truth came out and people were awakened that they were a trickster. Good morning. Hello, Ella. Thank you so much. Y'all, something where this situation was divinely timed. I'm hearing something happened in divine timing where your destiny unfolded. I'm hearing that destined for this person to become disillusioned. The crazy part about it was that these people who have been stealing, killing, and destroying, they literally played themselves. Y'all, they played themselves. Sorry, y'all. I gotta get my glasses repaired. I literally broke the screw. LOL. Hello. Open, full. What is that? What is that? No, not just because I'm wearing this thing. This is not because I'm wearing this thing. Y'all, I used to get so offended by that because literally when I used to live in New York, people, like men would come up to me all the time and be like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Are you a trans? I'm like, no. I'm like, what? Why would you think that? I'm like, I used to get so offended by that because I'm like, nothing about me is giving trans. Like, you see big full hips and ass and titties. There's absolutely nothing about me that's like looking trans. But then I started to realize that like people in New York literally will come across, like they will literally come across any woman, and men, they would literally be so like, I'm like, let me stop being so sensitive, because men in New York literally, I'm hearing that every girl that will walk up, they were like, are you trans? Like, what is this question? Like, why are y'all asking every girl this? I'm like, literally, just because I got this rainbow on don't mean that I'm a trans. Y'all, please. I was born a woman, I swear. Ain't nothing wrong with trans people. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Okay, I went to the Pride Parade yesterday. That's why I got this on. It was fun too. Okay, hello. But sometimes I feel like wearing too much makeup can make you look a little overdone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, do I have too much makeup? Let me know. I literally use like a $5 foundation. I'm like, this shit is looking good. But anyways, LOL. Yeah, no, for real though. I was like, what? What are you talking about, friend? I love you. Thank you so much. You're so beautiful too. Thank you. I love you. I don't know what you must be speaking in some type of dialect. Please, please, it's cute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was gonna say, like, I know I'm not looking like a grown man. Like, trans people be killing, slaying the girls. Like, even with, like, literally, the trans people is killing it too. They cute too. Okay? But anyway, so yes, you guys. Okay, so there is a woman who is quite literally out of control. It was destined, as your destiny unfolds, as your, like, truth unfolds, as your life, as you move into accomplishment and success, y'all, you are so beautiful. Like, you are literally a trendsetter. These people who try to duplicate you, they try to trick people into thinking they had the true gift. They tried to think people, into thinking that they were the ones that was authentic. They tried to trick people into thinking that they were the ones that had this creativity. It's something about your work, your duty, your responsibility, your creativities, your hobbies that these people have been like tricksters around. They have really been wanting to, like, trick people into thinking that they were truly the person that had a sense of duty. Through the sixth house, they were truly the ones that were, responsible, authentic, serving as a duty, the warrior, the wounded warrior. They were really trying to trick people into thinking that they were a good person. But really, they've been, like, behind your back fighting you because of a man. I'm hearing that at the same time that your success, accomplishments, and rewards and recognition is here, not everybody, including this divine masculine, are becoming disillusioned with this person. Their career is ending. This is so epic. You shut this bitch down. Every time you come around, you shut that thing down. I'm hearing most recently something that you've done, something that you're posting, something that you're drumming up. You shutting this shit down. Every time you show up, you disillusion these hoes. They was fighting you for a man. They're embarrassing themselves in front of this man. This man is looking at them like they're desperate to be like you. They're desperate they're desperate for your beauty, desperate for your aesthetic, desperate to, like, fighting you for authority. You're not an authority. You're not respected. You are a trickster con artist. You don't have a true gift. You're not working hard at anything. These people are so delusional to even, like, this was so destined though the whole time. The crazy part about it is this masculine, whoever they thought was good, whoever they thought was so great, they're literally like, oh wait, now that you're having your success, and after, like, it's like something where you may have even fallen behind schedule. You feel like you were not making as much progress as you are usually making because something that took you through a crisis, took you through an adversity, you may have fallen behind, right? So it was easy for these people to trick. It was easy for these people to show up and serve and project this image. Like, literally, some of them have been trying to copy your every single, like, your whole life, trying to copy. Like, some of them are literally masking array around as you. Some of these people are literally stealing your personality, stealing your outfits, trying to like, duplicate you. Literally trying to replace you. While you were going through some type of crisis or transforming through something, going through an illness, somebody has literally been obsessed with trying to become you. We're like, what? This masculine was tricked. Because whoever this was, this woman, they were stealing your creativity. They were stealing your, like, they were stealing your intellect. They were trying to talk like you, Paige. I'm hearing something where they even started talking like you, trying to code switch or trying to, like, act like they knew the operations. They were trying to talk proper. They were trying to talk like you. I'm hearing something about this person envied your voice, envied your life really bad. Like they envy your mouth and your face and your skin color. Now they're envying your hair type. It's something about you that now that you have survived this, you've overcome this, you are now getting what you deserve. People are like, you're the true trendsetter. We know that these people were just copycats. We know. People know. And that they're like literally was just fighting you over a man. Hi, friends. I can't keep up with the comments today because I'm so blind. I'm hearing they ended up making themselves look like a clown. They embarrassed themselves so bad in front of him. They may have even told, like a trickster. I'm hearing they ended up, like they might have even told a whole ass lie. And they didn't think that this person would ever get the truth. Some of them literally fabricated something, projected an image, did something illusory, where this person was like, wait, now that the truth is coming out, I'm like, whoa, I had to do a double take. I'm actually not attracted to that BBL. I'm actually not attracted to that mouth. I'm actually not attracted to that person who was pretending to be a healer. This was crazy work. Some of them was pretending to be nurturing, sensitive, and caring. Acting like they cared about this person, but they were never reliable, never there, never, like these people, I'm hearing that you came around. I'm hearing you quite literally came into somebody's life and took over. I'm hearing you are the center of attention. Everybody's like, damn, you such a trendsetter with your creativity. You're like, okay, yeah, we like, I'm the, like, literally you're the trendsetter. Like, if you're showcasing this, your hobbies, your creativity, people are going to want to like look like you. It's like, they know that they're not the like, the thing is for me personally, if I partake in someone's creativity, I'm never going to sit around and try to masquerade around like as if it was something that I created. Like, first of all, I try my hardest not to look outside of myself for creative inspiration. That means you're not really an artist. That means you're not really creative. That means that your sacral chakra is not on and popping. You're not sacred. You're not sexual. You're not fluid. You're not still and feminine. You're not intuitive. You're not creative. If you're having to steal and duplicate and try to mimic somebody's whole life, you can't mimic somebody's story. While you are falling in love with your story, someone else, it's so hard for them to duplicate this unique, authentic ass story. They never expected your story to be heard. They thought that they were going to steal your organization. They thought that they were going to steal your creativity. They thought that they were going to steal your intellectual property and run off and be successful. They were not expecting you to transform and be the warrior. They were not expecting you to boss up in the way that you bossed up on their ass. They were not expecting you. First, you needed to awaken to the truth. Now you're sharing and telling, you're expressing your stories, and simply, even if you're not telling exactly what's going on, some of you guys, you just showing up, bossed up, looking good, being creative as fuck. It's disillusioning these people. They look so slaw. And they look like they're just desperate to be like you. They're looking like they just want to project your image. You don't have the same social standing. You don't have creativity. You are literally a clout chaser. You are literally trash. These people who are your opposition, this person who's out of control, angry, pissed off, you are so detached from this conflict. You are so unbothered, unfazed, unbothered, unfuckwoodable, bitch. Why bother? Why bother? You're welcome. These people, why would they even bother? Why would you try me? Why would you bother? This shit was destined the whole time. Now this masculine like, oh, I was tricked. If you are so dumb to be tricked, you can stay there. If he catch my drift, he can catch my jizz. You didn't catch the drift, you can't catch the drizz. They're going out of business and will never be heard from again. You are shutting this shit down. I'm hearing you putting people's lights out. Why y'all gotta go and put their lights out like that? People are awakening to them and they are losing followers. They're losing support and they're not gaining any to make up for that. They will never be heard from again. Your story is being told. You are gaining notoriety for fucking them up because they should have never tried you in the first place. They're so angry and frustrated that you came up, that you came up better than them. Your work, your service, and your sense of duty is setting trends. Everybody want to be like you because they don't have their own creativity. You just look like somebody who followed the trend. You were never going to run off with a sense of duty and authority and leadership and a position of power. They thought that you were going to be the one out. They thought you was shut down. They thought your business was gone. So I'm like, let me just take her business. I'm going to just pretend it's mine and see if I can get a leadership position. You ain't getting shit. They were not expecting you to be the warrior. They were not expecting you to move through the different levels of consciousness. They were not expecting you to work through these subconscious energies and your feelings about the past. They were not expecting you the truth to come out, y'all. I don't know what the hell happened. But you being here, still standing, is a success in itself. Because so many people were fighting you, trying to take you up out. Trying to take you out. They tried to take you up off of this earth realm. They tried to obstruct your security on the earth. They tried to stop you from existing, stop you from having success. These people did not want you to be successful. So some of them will literally go to the all-out extremes and make up something out of the thin air with a lie to fabricate something. It's divine timing. It was destined that you were going to be disillusioned. If you ever thought that we were going to take an L, I could never lose what you thought. Comment your affirmation. I could never lose. Bitch. These people are having to adjust to a major change because they're like, wait, I thought that you were done. Not done. Still here. I'm just getting started. You're already upset. Got a tiger as a pet. Nikai. I just took him to the vet. They are now being realized as cloud chasers. This is a huge change because they thought that they had this great reputation. Their reputations are ruined. Brittany, ruined. Their lives are ruined because of this fight that they insisted on being in for your man, for your organization. Why on earth would you commit yourself to a fight with something that belonged to someone else? You're never going to be successful. You fucked yourself in the ass. You're an idiot. Are you begging me to open my legs? Because that's happening, but not on here. Okay, that's I'm busting it. You want me to open fully? I will open my legs fully. It's happening. The splits are happening. Okay. Is that what you're begging for? Sir, please don't be. You must have saw me on Sunrise Sadhana. The case is closed. These bitches is done. They fucked themselves in the ass trying to steal from you. Fighting for your man in your life. The memorial service. Do we need to finish the burial? Everything they tried to duplicate is being undone, y'all. You were divinely protected this whole time. Because of your psychic advantage, your psychic abilities, you knew what to protect. You knew that these people were these evil spirits. You knew with the Five of Wands. Something that happened with your psychic ability, excuse me, this was the psychic ability card. Something that happened with your psychic abilities, your feelings and subconscious energies with the moon, you knew that there was a fight going on. There was so much going on behind the scenes, especially if you were dating someone wealthy. This person has been abusing their authority and they became addicted and obsessed and formed a shadow attachment out of pain and shame with these clout chasers, these losers, and these bums. They knew from the jump that these people were jealous of you. They knew from the jump that these people were karmic. This divine masculine, maybe they didn't know. Some of them were tricked. But they came into a full cognizance of what happened. and they still were deliberately disloyal. Some of them have made a conscious decision to stay at the South Node. They've made a conscious karmic decision. That means that this man's life is ruined also. They're ruining their life because they have a codependency on a shadow attachment, someone who was fighting you, and their anger and frustration got out of control. They're being sued, they're going out of business. This whole entire company, their reputations were ruined. There's a huge fight going on because someone was a deliberate, disloyal loser. A divine masculine was deliberately disloyal. They're choosing a karmic. They choose someone else over you, which means you have to enforce the laws, the authorities, and your psychic advantage over them. For others, this person was tricked, and they're still integrating what has happened. They're still integrating these new realities. They're acting like they're stuck with this lower quality because they refuse to grow up and make responsible decisions. Now you are making the decision for them. That ship has sailed. The coochie cat is not getting wet anymore. That ship has sailed. We're bored, and we're no longer interested. Thank you for assisting us in our evolution. Your services are no longer needed. You're going out of business. They're done, and they're stuck with the lower quality. Oh, you thought you had the option for a lower quality? You thought you had the option for a dupe? Everyone's going out of business. This is fatal for everyone involved. People are going to prison. There's no happily ever after. Not for you. You're done. These people have been, especially if you live with this person or you had a romantic relationship with someone, these people have been like unwanted guests within your home. This masculine, they became attached to these cloud chasers, losers, people who they tried to replace you with. They formed a codependency on these people out of an inner struggle with you. They're embarrassing themselves as well. Some of these people, especially if this is a person in a position of leadership, a CEO, this person took a public humiliation around these cloud chasers. This person took a public humiliation. Their career and reputation is ruined. The masculine also got disillusioned. They were like, oh, we thought you were this great CEO, when really they turned out to be a prejudiced jerk with a sense of entitlement and privilege. Some of these people, they watched you. These masculines watched you shut these hoes down. I'm hearing a whole group of ugly bitches were fighting for your person because you were the most beautiful out of all of them. They were fighting because you were the first pick. And because this masculine had an internal struggle, they couldn't cooperate. They don't really want someone beautiful. They acted out of pain and shame and formed a shadow attachment in a matrix organization with a bunch of ugly ass bitches, a bunch of Cancers. I'm hearing the Cancer, a Gemini, a bunch of ugly women hated you for your body type. Your body disillusioned them. Your face card disillusions them. Your face card never declines. Never. These people, you are the trendsetter, you are the leader, you are the one with the responsibility and duty. This is fatal for everybody involved. Something that was happening on a subconscious level where these people were not wanting to admit the fact that they hated you for having this divine masculine. They hated you for being the number one pick. They hated you for being the most creative, the trendsetter, the beauty, and the brains. Well established from long ago. Your planning and preparation and psychic advantage, you came around and you shut them hoes down. Look who's laughing now. Something where you sat back and watched these hoes for a long time. Yeah, I'm gonna watch you try to run off with my shit. You're financially inept. You're a masculina. You're a Bob the Builder. You're a pick me. You're desperatina. You look like a fucking idiot. This man, y'all embarrassed yourself in front of this man. I will never embarrass myself in front of a gentleman. Y'all wild. Y'all look so fucking stupid fighting. Divine feminine energy never fights. Do you think that I'm going to sit up and compete with a bunch of rodents and rats that don't ever compare to me, didn't compare to me to begin with? Don't compare. Don't entertain this fucking chaos. Leave that dumbass man with the bums and the birds that he was so codependent on. Everyone took a fucking L fucking with you. Look how those tables turn. Take care now. You gonna see some of these motherfuckers in court. This is fatal for everyone involved. Y'all thought y'all was getting away with this trickery. You played yourself. Happy Sunday fun day. Let's read the scripture and let's wrap, friends, okay? Today is June the 29th. Lifted leaders. You are a lifted leader. You are a trendsetter. They just want to be like you real bad because they ain't got no fucking creativity. Nobody want to fuck that. Obey those who rule over you and be submissive, for they watch out for your souls. As those who must give account, let them do so with joy and not with grief, for that would be unprofitable for you. Something about these people, when they realized that you were their leader, they did not want to submit. You were the person that was going to watch out for their soul. Some of you guys, you warned them. This divine masculine, I'm hearing you warned them. You told them not to do that. They were deliberately disloyal. They betrayed you. And now they are stuck with the birds that they are used to. Because this person, Knight of Pentacles on the reverse, they are a loser. They played themselves. Some of you warned this person. You had the psychic advantage the whole time. You warned these people to not take those negative actions, that it would be fatal. It was destined. It is indeed fatal. In a society where we can pick and choose according to personal preference, our church leaders do not stand much of a chance when submitted to critique. How often do we walk away from a sermon, teaching, or conversation with a leader and pick out what we didn't like about it? It is true that church leaders can lie, cheat, gossip as much as anyone else. Many great leaders have fallen prey to great sin and cannot be trusted anymore. However, there are also many wonderful men and women of God who are living out their calling to feed his sheep and make his disciples. Oh, I'm getting chills all over. This is so on point. Make disciples of all people. These are the leaders that need our prayer and encouragement. Are you praying for your leaders or just complaining about them? Be respectful to those God has put over you. Be respectful to your leader. Be respectful to your authority. They have the higher vantage point. They are the ones that watch out for your soul and your evolving spirit. You were warned. Now that ship has sailed. These are the leaders that need our prayer and encouragement. Are you praying for your leaders or just complaining about them? Be respectful to those God has put over you. Learn to be helpful, not a hindrance. These people, they knew that you were the leader. They knew from the jump. I put the cards of 5 of Wands. They knew from the jump that you were their leader. They have instead been a hindrance. They hated the fact that you were better. A leader, it's not about being better. It's about protecting your evolving spirit so that you can be better. You played yourself. Now those relationships are over. They're stuck wishing that things can go back to the way that they used to be when you guys used to collaborate, when you guys used to be a team. That's not an option anymore. You've gotten totally out of control. Dear Lord, I'm sorry when I complain too much about my church leaders and those in authority over me. I pray that you would strengthen them, help them to maintain integrity, and give them grace as they lead. You guys are lifted leaders, walking wonderfully endowed in God's word. You are God's favorite. You are God's child. You are doing the good will. People have an issue with their authority. You are not an authority because you don't have experience. You don't have the vantage point. You are financially inept. You don't make sense. You need more development. You're trying to fight with your leader, and it's because you cannot take authority well. Cardi, you're having an issue with an authority trying to use your privilege. You're not the authority. You're not the creative power. We enjoy you, but stop duping off Nicki Minaj. That most definitely is not entertaining to me. A dupe is not entertaining. Evolve your own spirit instead of fighting and trying to be a hindrance to your leader who opened the door for you. You are the trendsetter. Sit your ass down, or it'll be fatal for you. Have a happy Sunday, you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see y'all next week.